Hey everyone, and welcome. So today, we're going to tackle one of the biggest, most frustrating hurdles for English learners. You know that little voice in your head that insists on translating everything? Well, we're going to explore how to quiet that voice down and build a much more direct path to speaking English fluently and with confidence.
So let me ask you something. When someone asks you a question in English, does your brain instantly default back to your native language to figure out your answer? Yeah? If you're nodding your head right now, trust me, you are not alone. It's a super common habit, but it's also the very thing that might be holding you back from real fluency.
Yeah, this habit is so common, we're calling it the translation trap. So let's dive in and take a closer look at why it feels like this constant, exhausting cycle that just slows everything down.
I mean, look at this. When you're translating, your brain is doing so much extra work. It's like a mental obstacle course. First, you hear the English, then you translate it into your language. Then you think of what you want to say in your language. Then you have to translate that back into English, and only then can you actually speak. No wonder it's exhausting, right?
So here's the difference, laid out plain and simple. You've got the slow path, thought, translation, then speech. And then you've got the goal, the direct path, just thought to speech. That's it. That's where fluency really lives, in that direct connection.
And you know, all those extra mental steps, they do way more than just slow you down. They create stress. They make you hesitate. They completely break the natural flow of a conversation. It's often the #1 reason it feels so hard to just keep up.
Okay, but don't worry. There is absolutely a better way. So let's talk about how we can actually build that faster, more direct path for our brains.
So the skill we're aiming for here is what we call thinking in English. And it's really all about cutting out the middleman, your native language, and just creating a straight line, a direct link between an object, a feeling, an idea, and the English words for it.
I love this analogy. Think of it like this. Right now, you might be on a slow, winding country road, and that's the translation path. What we want to do is build a mental superhighway, just a fast, direct route straight from your idea to speaking it, all in English.
So the big question is, how do we actually build this superhighway? Well, we've got a really powerful and super practical technique that you can literally start using today. Okay, and the technique is surprisingly simple. You are going to become the narrator of your own life. Seriously, you just describe what you're doing, what you see around you. Your daily life becomes your own personal English textbook. So here's how it breaks down. First, you just look at something, an object or an action. Let's say you're making coffee. Step 2, you see the image, the action itself, not the translation in your head. Then you just think the English word. And finally, you say it in a simple sentence. That's it. You're training your brain.
So, for example, picture this. You're in the kitchen, your hand is reaching for the fridge handle. In that moment, you just think, or maybe even whisper, "I am opening the fridge." See? You're connecting that physical action directly to the English sentence.
Or maybe you're cooking. You feel that heat coming off the stove. Instead of your brain defaulting to your native language, you just make that direct connection. The pan is hot. It sounds so simple, but that little observation is incredibly powerful practice. Let's stick with coffee. You're pouring your morning cup. Just pause for a second. What do you smell? And then connect that sensation directly to English. This coffee smells strong. You're literally linking your senses to the language. It's fantastic. And hey, this isn't just for at home. You can do this anywhere. When you're on your commute, just look out the window. What do you see? The bus is crowded today. Boom. You just turned a boring commute into a live English practice session. Okay, so I know what you might be thinking, but what if I don't know a word? And that is totally okay. Seriously, the goal here is communication. It's not perfection. If you get stuck, just describe the thing or make a quick note to look it up later. The real win is just building the habit of trying to think in English first.
All right, so let's see how this one simple habit can actually turn your entire world into your own personal English classroom.
And that's the real beauty of this. You can do it absolutely anywhere. Making coffee, grocery shopping, cleaning the house, walking in the park, on your commute. Every single one of these everyday tasks becomes a chance to practice. Your whole world literally becomes your classroom.
And please, as you're doing this, always remember this. Mistakes are not a sign that you're failing. They're proof that you are trying. They're part of learning. Every mistake you make is actually a step in the right direction.
This right here, this is the mindset we're after. You have to celebrate those small wins. Every single time you think of a sentence in English without translating first, that's a victory. You should be proud of that. Look, you don't have to go and narrate your entire day tomorrow, okay? Just start small. Maybe just narrate making your coffee, or one thing you see on your walk. The key, the most important thing, is to just start.
So that brings us to the final question for you. Don't wait. What's one thing, just one thing, that you will describe in English today? Think about it. What will it be? Because your journey to really thinking in English, it starts right now with that one single sentence.